Good morning, everybody. Welcome to English class. How are you? I think you are fine. We have completed our second term exam. Next, we are going to start our new unit, Unit 4. Work is worship. In this unit, we have to study one story, The Grain as Big as a Hen's Egg, and one short play, Clever Carla, and one poem, The Plowman. These are the lessons we have to be studied in 4th unit. And the first lesson, The Grain as Big as a Hen's Egg. This unit focuses on the importance of hard work. It is essential for progress in life. Absence of hard work stagnates society. Our society thrived on an agrarian culture in the past. In the modern era, overlooks the values upheld by such an agrarian society. In your textbook, page number 105, there are some pictures with dialogues. Read them carefully and answer the questions that follow. Read that pictures now. What about the pictures? It is a picture of the conversation between grasshopper and ant. And the grasshopper said, "Hello friends, come on and enjoy the summer delights." Ant replied, "No, we must collect food for the rainy season." Then grasshopper asked, "Why bother about rainy days? We have plenty of food now." Ant replied, "We have no time to play. We have to finish our duties." These are the dialogues of grasshopper and ant. For the characters in the picture, for the characters of the picture, grasshopper and ant. And what is the season mentioned here? Which season mentioned here? It is the summer season. Because how do you know that? When the ants replied, we understood. We must collect food for the rainy season. They are collecting food for the rainy season, so it is summer season. In summer season, they are collecting food for the rainy season. Do the ants want to enjoy the summer delight? ആൻസിനും ആ സമ്മർ ഡിലൈറ്റ് സമ്മറിൽ അവർക്കും സന്തോഷിക്കണോ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ അവർക്കും കളിക്കണോ? No, because they have no time to play. They replied, they have no time to play. They have to collect food for the rainy season. Why is the grasshopper not worried about rainy season? Why is the grasshopper not worried about the rainy season? Because he thinks he has plenty of food now. So he is not worrying about rainy season. work hard because there won't be enough food during the rainy season. Already they have food, but that is not enough for rainy season. So they have to work hard now and collect more food for the rainy season. They are working hard. Okay, this is about the picture. This is just an Andre activity. And Gandhiji, Leo Tolstoy and many other great leaders taught us the dignity of labor by example. ജോലിയുടെ മഹത്വത്തെക്കുറിച്ച് അധ്വാനത്തിന്റെ മഹത്വത്തെക്കുറിച്ച് ഒരുപാട് പ്രശസ്ത വ്യക്തികൾ ഗാന്ധിജി ലിയോ ടോൾസ്റ്റോയ് അങ്ങനെ പോലെയുള്ള ഒരുപാട് മഹത്തായ വ്യക്തികൾ മഹാന്മാരെ നമ്മളെ പഠിപ്പിച്ചിട്ടുണ്ട് ഡിഗ്നിറ്റി ഓഫ് ലേബർ ബൈ എക്സാമ്പിൾസ് ഉദാഹരണങ്ങളിലൂടെ വർക്ക് വാട്ട് എവർ ഇറ്റ് മേ ബി ഗുഡ് വർക്ക് വാട്ട് എവർ ഇറ്റ് മേ ബി ഗുഡ് എന്ത് ജോലിയായാലും ഇറ്റ് മേ ബി ഗുഡ് ഇഫ് ഇറ്റ് ഈസ് യൂസ്ഫുൾ ടു അവർ സൊസൈറ്റി നമ്മുടെ സൊസൈറ്റിക്ക് യൂസ്ഫുൾ ആയ ഏത് വർക്കും ദാറ്റ് ഈസ് ഗുഡ് ദ സ്റ്റോറി ആൻഡ് ഷോർട്ട് പ്ലേ പോയം and the picture story in this unit will help us realize the dignity of labor. ഈ യൂണിറ്റിൽ പറഞ്ഞിരിക്കുന്ന സ്റ്റോറിയും ഷോർട്ട് പ്ലേയും ആൻഡ് പോയം ഇതെല്ലാം they are giving more importance to dignity of labor. Through this unit, through these lessons, we can realize the dignity of labor. Okay. Then this unit focuses on the importance of labor and farming to lead a healthy life. ഫാമിങ്ങിന്റെ ഇമ്പോർട്ടൻസിനെ കുറിച്ചും അതുപോലെ ലേബറിന്റെ ഇമ്പോർട്ടൻസിനെ കുറിച്ചും this unit is focusing. For leading a healthy life, it inculcates in children respect for hardworking people like farmers, especially farmers. The benefits of hard work and the virtues of agriculture are the central themes of this unit. Once more, the benefits of hard work and the virtues of agriculture are the central themes of this unit. Okay, let's start the lesson. Take page number 106. The grain as big as a hen's egg. Farming is not merely an act of cultivating crops. It glorifies labor, helps to develop a concern for fellow beings and brings about a perfection to human life. Let's start. One day, some children found in a ravine an object shaped like a grain of corn with a groove down the middle, but as large as a hen's egg. A traveler passing by saw it. He bought it from the children for a penny. He took it to the town and sold it to the king as it was a curious one. One day, some children found in a ravine an object shaped like a grain of corn with a groove down the middle, but as large as a hen's egg. A traveler passing by saw it. He bought it from the children for a penny. He took it to the town and sold it to the king as it was a curious one. Then, in a village, some boys were playing and they came across a big object shaped like a grain of corn. When they were playing, they have seen a grain of corn. It had a groove down the middle. അതിന് നടുക്കിലായിട്ടൊരു കട്ടിംഗ് ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു. But as large as a hen's egg. ഒരു എഗ്ഗിനേക്കാളും വലുതായിട്ട് അല്ലെങ്കിൽ എഗ്ഗ് പോലെ വലുത്. Then a traveler passing by saw it. When they were examining the object, a traveler came and offered a penny and bought it from them. And he sold it to the king. It was a curious one. From the children, he bought it from the children and he sold it to the king. The king called all his wise men and told them to find out what the thing was. The wise men thought and thought, but couldn't make head or tail of it. A few days later, when the thing was lying on a windowsill, a hen flew in and pecked at it till she made a hole in it. Then everyone saw that it was a grain of corn. The king called all his wise men and told them to find out what the thing was. The wise men thought and thought, but couldn't make head or tail of it. A few days later, when the thing was lying on a windowsill, a hen flew in and pecked at it till she made a hole in it. Then everyone saw that it was a grain of corn. From the traveler, the king bought it, the grain of corn. And the king asked his wise man to find out what the thing was. The wise man thought and thought. ഭയങ്കരമായിട്ട് ചിന്തിക്കാൻ തുടങ്ങി. Even they don't know what the thing was. But they couldn't make head or tail of it. That means അവർക്ക് അത് കണ്ടെത്താൻ they couldn't find out what the thing was. They thought and thought, but they couldn't find out what the thing was. Then a few days later, when the thing was lying on the windowsill, that means it was lying near the window, a hen flew in and pecked at it till she made a hole in it. ഒരു കോഴി വന്നത് കൊത്തി. Then everyone saw that it was a grain of corn. Then everyone saw that it was a grain of corn. അപ്പോൾ എല്ലാവർക്കും മനസ്സിലായി അതൊരു grain of corn ആണ്. The wise man went to the king and said, "It is a grain of corn." At this, the king was much surprised. He ordered the learned man to find out when and where such corn grew. The learned man pondered again and searched in their books, but could find nothing about it. So they returned to the king and said, we can give you no answer. There is nothing about it in our books. You will have to ask the peasants. Perhaps some of them may have heard from their fathers when and where a grain grew to such a size. Then when the hen pecked at it, everyone understood it was a grain of corn. Then the wise man showed it to the king and said it is a grain of corn. Then the king became much surprised. He couldn't believe it. And he again asked the wise men to find out when and where such corn grew. എന്ന് എവിടെ ഇത്തരത്തിലുള്ള corn കൃഷി ചെയ്തിരുന്നു എന്ന് കണ്ടെത്താം. The learned man or the wise man pondered again. Pondered means they started to think again and searched in their books, but could find nothing about it. They couldn't find out anything about it. So they returned to the king and said, "We can give you no answer. We can't find out where and when it was growing. There is nothing about it in our books. From our books, we couldn't find out anything about it. So, do one thing. You will have to ask the peasants. Peasants means farmers. You should ask to the farmers. Maybe they can answer for the question. From their fathers, maybe they have heard about the farm." That was the answer of the wise man. Okay. Only 2 pages I am going to take today. I think you understood the 2 pages well. We shall continue next class. These 2 pages you should read well and find out the new words and write meanings in your English notebook and try to make questions from these 2 pages and send to me. If you have any doubt, ask me through WhatsApp. Okay? Let's meet in the next class. Thank you. Have a nice day.